Welcome to W.A.T. News, your daily AI-powered briefing. Fast, sharp, and always on point. In cybersecurity news, Chaitin Tech's Safeline, an open-source web application firewall, has gained significant attention with over 16,400 GitHub stars as of May 2025. It operates as a reverse proxy, filtering HTTP/HTTPS traffic to block attacks like SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and directory traversal. Safeline's semantic analysis achieves a 99.45% threat detection rate with a 0.07% false positive rate. Its self-hosted model ensures data sovereignty, appealing to organizations seeking cost-effective security solutions. The WAF includes CAPTCHA challenges and dynamic code encryption to counter automated bot attacks. Safeline supports modern authentication protocols like OIDC, enhancing its configurability. This tool strengthens web security for global users. The U.S. Department of Justice disrupted the DanaBot malware network, charging 16 individuals in a $50 million global cybercrime operation. DanaBot, controlled by a Russia-based group, has stolen sensitive data since 2018. The FBI noted that some defendants expose their identities by infecting their own systems. The takedown, part of Operation Inferno, involved international law enforcement cooperation. Authorities seized servers and digital assets, disrupting the malware's infrastructure. This operation highlights the growing threat of organized cybercrime. It may deter similar malware campaigns in the region. The National Vulnerability Database, managed by NIST, faces an uncertain future after its funding lapsed in April 2025. This critical resource catalogs vulnerabilities in commercial and open-source software, aiding cybersecurity professionals worldwide. The funding shortfall has delayed updates, raising concerns about tracking new threats effectively. NIST is exploring temporary funding solutions, but no long-term plan has been announced. Cybersecurity experts rely heavily on the NVD to mitigate risks. Industry leaders are urging Congress to restore funding swiftly. The situation underscores the need for sustained investment in cybersecurity infrastructure. Turning to technology, Microsoft has integrated advanced AI capabilities into its Azure platform, enhancing cloud computing for enterprises. Announced in May 2025, the update improves data analytics and machine learning workflows. It targets industries like finance and healthcare, streamlining complex operations. Microsoft's focus on privacy includes server-side encryption for sensitive data. The platform competes with AWS and Google Cloud, driving innovation in cloud services. Early adopters report improved efficiency in AI-driven applications. This move strengthens Microsoft's position in the cloud market. NVIDIA's H200 GPU, launched in late 2024, boosts AI performance with 1.4 times higher memory bandwidth than its predecessor, the H100. It targets data centers and AI research, supporting large language models and generative AI applications. The 141GB HBM3E memory enables faster processing for tasks like autonomous vehicle training. NVIDIA highlights its efficiency for high-performance computing environments. Major cloud providers, including AWS and Google Cloud, have adopted the H200. The GPU's release aligns with rising demand for AI infrastructure. It cements NVIDIA's leadership in AI hardware. Samsung's next flagship device, the Galaxy S25, is anticipated to launch in early 2026, building on the success of the S24 series. Industry rumors suggest it may feature a Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chip and significant camera advancements. The series is expected to offer a high refresh rate AMOLED display, ample RAM, and enhanced storage options, aligning with Samsung's commitment to premium smartphone innovation. Consumers are keenly awaiting official specifications and features. Let's head over to George for the latest in politics and business news. George, how are you doing today?
I am doing well, Jessica, thank you. We have a lot of top stories, so let's dive in. In politics news, In the U.S. House, legislative debates are intensifying over potential changes to clean energy tax credits, particularly those from the 2022 Inflation Reduction Act. Proposals have emerged to redirect funding from subsidies for solar, wind, and electric vehicles towards tax cuts or increased fossil fuel production. This has sparked concerns among clean energy advocates, who warn about potential halts to new renewable energy projects and higher energy costs. Discussions in Congress are focusing on balancing economic growth with environmental goals and energy independence. The U.S. introduced a cybersecurity certification program for federal contractors in May 2025. The initiative, led by the Department of Defense with support from CISA, mandates compliance with NIST standards to protect government networks. It aims to reduce supply chain vulnerabilities following recent breaches. Contractors face strict audits, with non-compliance risking contract loss. The program has sparked debate over implementation costs for small businesses. It underscores the government's focus on securing critical infrastructure. The policy may set a precedent for private sector cybersecurity standards. The U.S. and India signed a memorandum in January 2025 to enhance cybercrime investigations. The agreement facilitates data sharing and training between law enforcement agencies. It targets phishing, ransomware, and fraud, which cost billions annually. The partnership strengthens bilateral efforts against transnational cyber threats. Critics note challenges in aligning legal frameworks. The deal reflects growing global cooperation on cybersecurity. It may improve response times to cyber incidents. Shifting focus to business. Japan's Nikkei 225 rose 3% in May 2025, driven by a weakening yen that boosts export-driven earnings. The Bank of Japan's negative interest rate policy sustains this trend. A weaker yen enhances the competitiveness of firms like Toyota globally. Geopolitical tensions, including China-Taiwan relations, pose risks to market stability. The U.S. Federal Reserve's low interest rates also influence currency dynamics. Investors remain cautious but optimistic about Japan's economic outlook. The Nikkei's performance mirrors global market trends. Starlink's expansion in South Africa aims to provide high-speed internet to rural areas, but faces regulatory hurdles. The Independent Communications Authority of South Africa has delayed licensing due to local ownership requirements. Some users access Starlink unofficially via foreign registrations, highlighting demand for affordable connectivity. The initiative could bridge the digital divide if approved. Local communities support the project, citing high internet costs. Negotiations with regulators continue, with no clear timeline for full access. The effort aligns with global connectivity goals. Apple expanded its manufacturing in India with a $1 billion investment, announced in 2024. The facility, operated by Foxconn, produces iPhones and creates 10,000 jobs. The move diversifies Apple's supply chain amid U.S.-China tensions. India's growing tech market supports this strategic expansion. Previous manufacturing ventures in the region have been successful. The investment enhances Apple's global production capacity. It has boosted investor confidence in India's tech sector. Now over to Hector for the remaining top stories.
Thanks, George. Next up in entertainment. Sean Combs faces ongoing legal battles over civil lawsuits alleging misconduct filed in 2024. Federal investigations into related trafficking claims continue, with no charges filed as of May 2025. Combs' legal team maintains his innocence, citing insufficient evidence. The cases have drawn significant media attention, impacting his public image. Updates are expected as court proceedings advance. The situation highlights scrutiny on high-profile figures. It remains a key story in entertainment news. Bunny XO, wife of rapper Jelly Roll, defended their 2023 CMA Awards red carpet kiss on Instagram after critics called it overly explicit. She accused detractors of body shaming, emphasizing their authentic relationship. Jelly Roll supported her stance, praising their bond. Fans rallied behind the couple, applauding their openness. The incident sparked discussions about public displays of affection in entertainment. It reflects broader issues of body image and media scrutiny. The controversy underscores their resilience. The latest installment of the Mission Impossible franchise, Mission Impossible 8: Final Reckoning, is set to be the final film in the series. Tom Cruise, who has starred as Ethan Hunt in all 8 films, confirmed the news during a press conference. The film is directed by Christopher McQuarrie, marking his 5th time at the helm of a Mission Impossible film. Final Reckoning is produced by Paramount Pictures and Skydance Media and will feature regular cast members Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, and Rebecca Ferguson. The Mission Impossible series, which began in 1996, has grossed more than $3.5 billion worldwide. Meanwhile, on the global stage, Bitcoin has shown significant growth in 2024 and 2025, driven by ETF approvals and increased institutional adoption. While its value has surpassed $70,000 multiple times, it continues to experience weekly volatility. Businesses like Tesla have accepted Bitcoin, reflecting its growing acceptance. Regulatory risks, including potential new SEC rules, remain a concern. Investors often view it as a hedge against inflation, and its market performance reflects broader trends in decentralized finance. Its long-term stability continues to be a topic of intense debate, as the cryptocurrency's evolution reshapes digital finance. The UNRWA agency continues to face severe challenges in delivering aid to Gaza, struggling with funding shortages and the complexities of conflict. Over 1.5 million Gazans rely on UNRWA for essential services, but operations have been hampered by external scrutiny and allegations, leading to paused funding from some nations. Critics highlight inefficiencies, while defenders cite the immense operational difficulties in a war zone. The situation underscores the urgent need for stable and effective humanitarian aid strategies in the region, remaining a critical focus of international concern. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced on May 28, 2025, that Mohammed Sinwar, a senior Hamas military leader in Gaza, was killed by Israeli forces. Sinwar, who assumed a leadership role after his brother Yahya Sinwar's death in October 2024, was a key figure in Hamas's armed wing and linked to the 2006 capture of Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit. Hamas has not confirmed the killing, which reportedly occurred in a targeted operation in Khan Yunis, though details remain unverified. The operation marks a significant blow to Hamas's leadership, following the deaths of other commanders like Mohammed Deif in 2024. Former U.S. Ambassador Daniel Shapiro suggested the killing could open paths toward a ceasefire, though Hamas's response may complicate negotiations. The development intensifies focus on Gaza's ongoing conflict, now in its 600th day. Observers await further details on Hamas's leadership transition and its impact on regional stability. That's your full briefing for today from WAT News. Stay sharp, stay safe, stay curious.